Yeah, the three
characteristics.
universal characteristics of
Yes.
anatta you will see in your five aggregate of form and mind.
Yes.
Like I
And
used to explain, the five aggregate of form and mind, when you have the meditative mind, you will see very clearly that this one is not you. The five aggregate, they go the way of nature. They have this universal characteristics of impermanence. Like your feeling, it come and it go. You're still around, you didn't die. So how can feeling be you? That's why feeling is not you. Perception also same, sankhara also same, consciousness also same. Consciousness arise and pass away, you didn't die. This physical body, the rupa, make of four elements, go the way of nature. This one got no knowing, how can it be you? That's why rupa, vedana, sanya, sankhara, vijnana, the five aggregate, they are impermanent. You grasp and cling, it leads to suffering. And because they are impermanent, it's not a permanent, unchanging entity. These are dependent originating entity, condition arising, causal phenomena. When condition is there, it arises. When condition ceases to be, it ceases. So what is this? This is just a vehicle and a tool for us to come to this existential world, karmically conditional. So use it. Do not be deluded by it. Do not be deceived by it. So anatta means not a permanent, unchanging entity that you can call, this is me, this is I. No, this one don't belong to you. This one is non-self, but it's not nothingness, understand or not? It's not no self, no. It's non-self. It's not a permanent unchanging, but there is such thing as a human being. Do you know that? The human being exists, and this is subject to karma. That true nature is not subject to karma. There is another nature which is beyond, but that nature also anatta, not a being, not a permanent unchanging entity, although it's the unconditioned. So your understanding will deepen when you cultivate more and more of your mindfulness until it's very stable. Then when you can go through the cessation, only you can truly understand what anatta is. Before you go through the cessation, at least a glimpse, means change your lineage, you become Arya. Unless you go through the experience, you cannot understand the true meaning of anatta. The initial understanding is more of the Dhamma level, contemplative level, the first and second turning. But the third turning, you have to go through that cessation, the direct seat. Okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think, Brother, we can see if we become more, aware that there is really
certain
no...
moment,
certain
you can
moments
see deeper, but
insight.
you still have to go through the cessation. The cessation is very important. If you don't go through the cessation, the form and mind cannot understand what is the unconditioned. If you cannot understand what is the unconditioned, you will never have the true understanding of anatta nature. You will never believe that this is not you. The egoic mind will still be there. But once you go through that cessation, the egoic mind got no power over you. It's completely rooted out, that delusion no more. And you can understand things very clearly, very differently.
But even now, you see, like if we look at what is happening...
Correct, because it's your contemplative wisdom. It's your contemplative wisdom that allow you to have that understanding, which is good.
So we can see the ego in other people.
Because they are just the way they are. We don't want to say whether it's right or wrong. It's an ideology, you understand? Living beings are just the way they are. They are conditioned in that way. They will react that way. They will do things that way. So that's it. Finish. Understand? So let the society evolve on its own. Like just now I explained, if you want to contribute, you radiate love, you radiate metta, then we do our best after our class. We share merit, we transfer merit. We try to make the world a better place. Our collective consciousness, a better collective consciousness, with more understanding, with more virtue, less evil, less negativity. That's why finally the individual must change. When all the individuals start to change, then only society change. Otherwise, not easy. That's why I say you need the numbers, about 1%. When 1% change, the whole world change very fast. You only need 1%, but now it's 0.00001%. That's why it's still a long time to go. Now maybe 1 in 100,000. Very important is the individual must change. Change means we change for the better. So when we change, our consciousness change, we will know how to contribute. Although it's only one consciousness, but one consciousness, if that one is really beautiful, it can actually give rise to a lot of conditions for transformation to happen.